It's a fraud in Ibadan. And Anambra community titled Shot Dead. Indigents suspect Igwe tussle as reason. Osun police arrest armed robbery syndicates, recover AK-47 rifle and other weapons from them. Front page of the Daily Post today. We'll take our first commercial break of the morning. When we get back, we'll be analyzing the stories across the dailies for you. Do stay with us.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM, 94.9, the antidote to depression.
Wọ́n tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ kó o lè ṣaláì má panilẹ́rìn lákòókò àpéjọpọ̀ ìtakùrọ̀sọ orí ìlà mọ̀lẹ́bí mi. Ó tiẹ̀ da ohun tí gbogbo wọn nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí ni mò ń sè. Ó náà ni àmì ìdánimọ̀ mi ti ṣe Maggi native jollof rice. Ìtọ́wò ẹ̀kan lásán, ara yìí kankan ò sí lẹ́yìn ẹ̀.
Maggi Star tá a ṣe látara ẹ̀wà sóyà, àlùbọ́sà adùn chili àti kànáfùrù.
Oúnjẹ alẹ́ ti délẹ̀, ẹ máa bọ̀ jẹ́jẹ́ tàbí kí ẹ má wá rárá.
Maggi Star yóò sọ gbogbo oúnjẹ tá a ṣe dohun ara ọ̀tọ̀. Yóò sì tún sọ àkókò náà dàkókò mánigbàgbé.
Some days don't stop. Between the morning rush and endless meetings, finding a moment for yourself feels impossible. When that moment comes, make it count with Cadbury Hot Chocolates. Creamy chocolatey, made with real cocoa and milk. Just add hot water.
Enjoy Cadbury Hot Chocolate at 350 Naira only. Cadbury Hot Chocolate, the treat you deserve.
We've come a long way, it's 25 years of possibilities. Staying connected for 25 years, we kept believing. And all the milestones we reached together, it's really amazing. It's really amazing, yo, yo, yo. So we celebrate, we jubilate. Come jollificate, MTN is 25 years old.
For 25 years, we've seen hustle become success, dreams become reality, and strangers become family. Truly, we've come a long way together. Cheers to the next.
Start your day and have a good time.
Kivo Creamer.
Even when you need to clear your eyes.
Kivo Creamer.
And when you need to have the break time.
Kivo Creamer.
If not tea, Papa Garita.
Kivo Creamer. Kivo Creamer. Kivo Creamer. Kivo Creamer.
Good time moments with Kivo Creamer.
Kivo Creamer.
èèmọ̀ lókùtù pẹ́bẹ́ àdìo tá ń làwọn màálù tí ń rìn káàkiri láì lóríṣìí yìí níbi ayé lajúdé yìí káwọn kan tó máa da màálù káàkiri ìgboro kó màálù wọnú oko olóko ẹ̀ ń bá ní nǹkan ọ̀sìn ewúrẹ́ tẹ ìdórí màálù ó wá bìkan ṣe lọ́jọ́ kí wọ́n yé rìn káàkiri ìgboro ó ti dòfin o ó ti dìwà ọ̀daràn àti màálù àtẹni ní màálù ni wọ́n jọ jólàǹbà lábẹ́ òfin àjọ tí ń rí sí ìbọ̀wọ̀ fún òfin ohun ìmúlò òfin nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ State Rule of Law Enforcement Authority ló ń ké tantan o àtàtà èèyàn tá a wí lọ́rọ̀ tí ò gbọ́ ń bọ̀ wá figbá kéré mú mi kíkan ẹ̀yẹ dà màálù kágboro nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́.
Home is where we find comfort in hearts that love. Love that's shared.
Shared meals like delicious jollof and chicken.
Made with hunger. Home is hearts and bellies filled with sizzling chicken stew, ofoha eforivo, jollof rice, pepper soup, proper banga and starch, with fresh fish made with hunger.
That's why we say, let's go home. There's food at home.
Enjoy the taste of home with the newly improved Onga Chicken Flavor Cube.
The taste of home.
Say after me.
Okay.
Millions of Naira shall locate us as we take part in the Milo Text and Win promo.
Millions of Naira shall locate us as we take part in the Milo Text and Win promo.
Get texting. More than 2 million people will share billions in cash and prizes, including 6 brand new cars. Buy any 20-gram Milo promo sachet. Find a unique code inside. Then dial star 8011 star 4 hash or scan the QR code on the pack and you could win big. Buy more, win more. Promo starts July 1st to October. Milo.
Màámi, tẹ́ ẹ bá rí bí mo ṣe fọ ilé ìgbọ̀nsẹ̀ yẹn, ẹ wò ó mọ́ gidi gan ni.
Ó lè mọ́ lójú lóòótọ́, ṣùgbọ́n lílo hypo toilet cleaner túbọ̀ máa pa àwọn kòkòrò àìfojúrí tó wà níbẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o, má gbà fáwọn kòkòrò àìfojúrí, dáàbò bo ilé ìgbọ̀nsẹ̀ rẹ lójoojúmọ́ pẹ̀lú hypo toilet cleaner.
Life no dey stand for one place sake of say person get headache, backache, muscle ache, menstrual pain or toothache. That's na why millions of people dem trust Panadol Extra. Dem don prove in combination for clinic saying dey give extra relief for pain wey tough. If e no be Panadol, e no fit be like Panadol. Make you always dey read the label before una use am. If the symptoms no comot after 3 days, abeg go see your doctor or physician.
Start your day and have a good time.
Kivo Krima.
Even when you need to clear your eyes.
Kivo Krima.
Or when you need to have the break time.
Kivo Krima.
If not tea, Papa Garita.
Kivo Krima. Kivo Krima. Kivo Krima. Kivo Krima.
Good time moments with Kivo Krima.
Kivo Krima.
Before, my family can go 1 week without drama. 1 week, one wahala. Maggie, love, oh, me and Maggie so good together. Yeah. Okay, now my Maggie make it right. Come with piece of peace. Oh, no, come at all, oh, before. Maggie, love, oh, me and Maggie so good together. Me and Maggie so good together.
Ibadan Amala Fest 2026 is here. Let's eat and celebrate. Rhythm drops, the taste buds dance. The biggest celebration of our heritage is back. 32 FM 94.9 proudly presents the Ultimate Food Festival, Amala Fest 2026, the second edition. Mark your calendars. Get ready for an explosion of culture, music, and endless flow of authentic Amala. Whether you like it dark and rich or light and fluffy, we've got you covered. Paired with the ultimate soup combinations, Ewedu, Begiri, Ila, and rich Efori roll. And let's not forget the assorted proteins, freshly cooked meat, tender momo, and savory fish, all swimming in mouth-watering stew. Taste the best from the most legendary Amala spots across the region, from Bibi Ray Food Canteen to the famous Iya Dija Alamala Adeoyo and the iconic Iya Oyo Alamala Gbaremu Market, and so many more. But wait, there's more. Show us what you've got in our exciting food challenges, the ultimate Amala Eater, who can finish a mountain of Amala in record time, the Amala Pounding Master, the ultimate test of strength for the best texture, the fast eating champion, speed, precision, and pure appetite. To participate, pick up your form at Laughter House, Mokola, Ibadan. Venue for the event, the Recreation Club, opposite Adamasiba, Ibadan. Date, August 29th, 2026. Come ready to eat, laugh, and celebrate the rich taste of Yoruba culture. Get your tickets now at Laughter House for just 3,000 Naira, or call us directly on 0806 218 5194. Amala Fest 2026, proudly sponsored by Rego and Maggie. Me and Maggie, so good together.
FM 94.9.
Thank you for staying with us on the Break of Dawn Papers Review, 32 FM 94.9, your laughter station. It's time for us to analyze the top stories across the dailies this morning. We have Dr. Bayo Busari joining us virtually. Doctor, good to have you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Top of the day to you.
Good morning, sir. Okay, so let's start off with, the campaign season has already started, and we expect that we're going to be seeing this debate back and forth between those who are contesting for that number one seat. And I mean, obviously, not just the number one seat in the country, other positions as well across Nigeria. Now, the ADC candidates yesterday, Atiku Abubakar came under vitriolic attacks over his plans to restore petrol subsidy if he wins the 2027 election. While the presidency and the organized private sector faulted the proposed policy reversal, the NLC was divided over Atiku's plan to restore the petrol subsidy, which the president, Bola Tinubu, during his inaugural address back in May 2023, abolished. Now, in the run-up to the 2023 election, the then People's Democratic Party candidate Atiku had pledged to remove subsidy within the first 100 days in office if he won the election. Now, under his latest proposal contained in his Atiku Economic Recovery Plan 2027, the ex-vice president said his government to provide qualifying Nigerian refineries with crude oil at preferential prices, but only under strict conditions designed to ensure that the benefit reaches the consumers. He also said that he's going to have what he described as a capped fuel subsidy. So, I mean, a lot of questions here. President Tinubu replied Atiku saying it reflects his ignorance on economics and governance. Atiku says he's going to restore subsidy. The first thing is, if in 2023 he said he would do it in his first 100 days, and to be fair, he said he was going to remove it. Peter Obi said he was going to remove it. Particularly the top three frontrunners at the time said they were going to remove subsidy. So now Atiku is saying he's going to restore it. Peter Obi, in most of his interview, he's not really saying he's going to restore subsidy. He said he would have just done it in an organized manner. What that organized manner means remains to be seen, right? So I'd like to get your reaction. What changed for Atiku between 2023 and 2020? So perhaps he has seen that, well, if I had gotten to office and I removed this, Nigerians will be going through hardship as they are going through now. Maybe it will be the right strategy to remove it in the first 100 days in office. And then your reaction to President Tinubu saying that reflects Atiku's ignorance on the economy and governance. Your thought?
Yeah, first, subsidy is a matter of law. So if any potential president is telling us he was going to remove within the first 100 days in office, then we'll ask the process of lawmaking, amending that law, how long will it take? But I mean, for him to have said that, he must have known exactly what he's going to do when he gets there. The question we'll ask, which I think I would love to ask Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi, if I have an opportunity, is what has changed between 2023 when they said unequivocally that they will remove petroleum subsidy. What has changed between then and now? So what is responsible for that major policy somersault? So I would love to ask that. But I think for him to come out to say that he's going to return subsidy, benefit of hindsight, he must have seen probably a few things that he felt he didn't see at that time. Maybe, I'm not speaking for him. I'm just thinking probably he has seen differently. Or probably he wants to have a populist approach to the 2027 election. And he feels the pulse of the public is that we should have subsidy. Now, on the response of the president, I think the president should give it to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. He's been a vice president, so it's not alien to a running government and issue of policy. So let's give it to him. And I think it's good for us. Now we have issues before us that we'll discuss and that will help us in, picking whoever is going to be our next president in 2027. So it's good that we are coming out now with issues rather than discussing personalities. So Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, we want to avail us the details of what is wrong with the removal of petroleum subsidy. How much liters of petrol do we consume per day now? How much were we consuming prior to 2023? So that we're able to know exactly how much is the subsidy that we'll be looking forward to. Can't just be a blanket approach. We must know exactly what we are subsidizing and at what cost. So who's producing? Are we producing locally? Are we going to import? I mean, these are issues that I think that policy may need to put in the front burner.
Right. And the argument of the president, he says, let me read what he said. Let me quote it. He said, let's look at the trajectory of history. I saw one of my opponents now saying he will bring back subsidy. I read that. That is a demonstration of serious ignorance on governance and the economy. He said that 27 state governments were unable to meet their obligation to their workers before he came into office in 2023 and had to depend on the federal government. He says, before I came here, 27 states were unable to pay salaries, not to talk of pensions, salaries of workers. Now, they're able to. That's one of the arguments. He said, even in your state, addressing Governor Adeleke, in your state, I know a man who was nicknamed half salary. And they come to the federal government, cap in hand, unable to do anything. The salary you pay feeds family. So they were the local government, they were in the state. What's the concentration of population there in the state? I mean, the story goes on like that. So his point he's trying to make is that by virtue of what he has done, there is no back of lock salaries anymore. I remember in the Buhari administration when the government had to bail out some of these states, that was the half salary. That was also happened here in your state as well, leading to many people saying that the Ajimobi government could not meet up with its obligation of paying salaries and all of that. And Tinubu says, those days are over because I removed subsidy. Then why do you want to take us back again? That's the argument against Atiku. Your thoughts?
Well, I think President Tinubu should realize that he was not the originator of subsidy removal. He inherited it. That law came into being during the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. So he was not the one that actually initiated removal of subsidy. He only inherited it. And that's why I think all of them during that campaign, spoke to issue of will remove subsidy because it was a matter of law. No one could have said at that time that was not going to remove it because the law was already there. So it was just an implementation of that law. That's why when people say Tinubu removed subsidy, I always tell them no, it was not the one. He only implemented the law as he met it. So if at that time that was what was obtainable and we have a new regime, if someone wants to take us back to that time, it must have a way out that will not be going back to where we were, the status quo then. So it's good. That is his opinion that Atiku does not know the economy of Atiku, he knows. So when the two of them meet, they can now take themselves up on the nitty-gritty, on the reality of petroleum subsidy removal and petroleum subsidy not being removed. So it's good for us. We are looking towards other issues that they will generate that will help Nigerians in making a decision in 2027.
Right. I mean, campaigns have started officially for the presidential and legislative election, so we expect that more issues like this will come up and more political jabbings as well will be made. So it's going to be interesting times in the next couple of months. But let's leave that. Let's talk about, again, we'll stay in the presidency because Governor Adeleke, still basking in the euphoria of his second term victory, visited the president yesterday, and he said that he visited his father of the nation to thank him for allowing democracy to thrive. That again is generating a lot of reaction in connection to his endorsement, for the president come 2027. In fact, he says he wants to reaffirm his endorsement, saying that Osun State is his ancestral home. He's a Yoruba man. He's a father of the nation. Therefore, that's where people would. That's where he's aligning himself. Ahead of 2027. And one of the issues that also came up yesterday again is that why do we feel the need to always thank the president every time we do an election? Does it imply that the president can just pause and play if he decides to either have a free and fair election or not? Is it that powerful? Why can't we thank the people of the state for reaffirming their mandate on Adeleke? But there was also a video that is generating concern as well, of the nephew of the governor alongside Nyesom Wike, where he was saying that, we defeated your candidate and all of that. And Wike said, are you sure you defeated us? And the video had to prostrate, taking it back to what Wike talked about in one of his interviews, that if the president actually wanted Osun, he would have sent him there and they would have taken Osun regardless of what happened. So what are your thoughts, Doctor?
I think this is an interesting time. Unfortunately, if it would have been more interesting if lives were not lost. I mean, that will keep, dodging our footsteps, those lives that were lost, including the one that was lost 2 days ago or thereabout. So, but I think we federalism, the one that was foisted on us by, and that's why the president could intervene the way he did with that issue of EFCC. It was not within his purview to do that. And that's why Adeleke had to go back to say thank you, because he saw in the president as being the Messiah that saved him from losing that election. You saw that in Anambra State, Professor Soludo, saying he's going to campaign for the president candidate of another party, not his own party. And you've seen that in Adeleke now. saying he's going to campaign for a presidential candidate of another party, not his own party. So the party system in Nigeria so far is non-existing in reality. It's only existing on paper. So as far as anybody is concerned, particularly politicians, there's no division between any party, between party A or party B. It's just about individuals. And that's why I could go back to Abuja to go and say thank you to him. For what reason? If he was going to say thank you to anybody, he should have made a broadcast and commend the people of Osun State for coming out en masse, despite that untoward incidents that happened before the election. Still coming out to vote. Those are the people that he holds allegiance to, not to an individual. But in Nigeria, so for today, politically, our parties exist. But in reality, we play around individuals.
Yeah,
That's what is happening.
Doctor, please hold that thought. Let's take this break. When we get back, we'll continue the conversation. I'd like you to also react to what Omoyele Sowore said, that the governor Adeleke does not care about the people, because if he cared, he should not have visited President Tinubu to thank him, alleging that nearly 50 persons died in election-related violence in that state. After this break, do stay with us.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM, 94.9, the antidote to depression.
Before, my family can go 1 week without drama. 1 week, one wahala. Maggie, oh, love, me and Maggie so good together. Yeah. Okay, now my Maggie, make right. Come with peace, oh, no come at all, oh, before, Maggie, oh, love, oh, me and Maggie so good together. Me and Maggie so good together.
Life no dey stand for one place sake of say person get headache, backache, muscle ache, menstrual pain or toothache. That's na why millions of people dem trust Panadol Extra. Dem don prove in combination for clinic saying dey give extra relief for pain wey tough. If e no be Panadol, e no fit be like Panadol. Make you always dey read the label before una use am. If the symptoms no comot after 3 days, abeg go see your doctor or physician.
Say after me. Okay. Millions of Naira shall locate us as we take part in the Milo Text and Win promo.
Millions of Naira shall locate us as we take part in the Milo Text and Win promo.
Get texting. More than 2 million people will share billions in cash and prizes, including 6 brand new cars. Buy any 20-gram Milo promo sachet. Find a unique code inside. Then dial *8011*4# or scan the QR code on the pack and you could win big. Buy more, win more. Promo starts July 1st to October. Milo.
àfojúsùn rẹ ni kó ra lẹ̀ tì kí o sì ní ọjọ́ ọ̀la tó fọkànbalẹ̀ àbí o tilẹ̀ ń gbèrò ilé kan tàbí ilẹ̀ ànípamọ́. iléeṣẹ́ Southsand Property ló ti fi àǹfààní sílẹ̀ fún ọ lórí ilẹ̀ wa ti Orange Estate ní agbègbè ológun ẹ̀rú níjọba àbílẹ̀ Ẹdó nílùú Ìbàdàn pẹ̀lú mílíọ̀nù 3 náírà láwọn agbègbè tó jọjú pẹ̀lú ètò ààbò tó péye. Bákan náà ni Mango Estate lójú ọ̀nà Lifehouse International School Àkófò nílùú Ìbàdàn tó náà jẹ́ mílíọ̀nù 2 náírà kò wọ́n rárá bẹ́ẹ̀ ló sunwọ̀n fún mọ̀lẹ́bí. Bábàbárì ibẹ̀ ní ti Apple Estate fún ẹni bá ń wá ibi tí ayé ìrọ̀rùn tó pin sí mílíọ̀nù 4 náírà ó ní fún ẹni bá dá tiẹ̀ mọ̀. Láàyè àwọn ọlọ́lá abọ́ ọlọ́kẹ́ ló wà lágbègbè Ayégún lójú ọ̀nà Olójúoró nílùú Ìbàdàn. Ààyè san díẹ̀díẹ̀ ó wà láàrin oṣù 6 kò sí wàhálà kò sí àríyànjiyàn. Ẹ kàn sáà máa sanwó náà pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn kí ẹ sì gba ilẹ̀ yín pẹ̀lú ìfọkànbalẹ̀ àti ìwé tó yanjú. Ilẹ̀ méjì ló ń ta wàràwàrà tẹ́lẹ̀ tuntun tó ti wọlé ní yàjóyàjó mílíọ̀nù 3 mílíọ̀nù 2 àti mílíọ̀nù 4 náírà ó nílẹ̀ wa. Ìjáfara léwu fẹ́ni tó bá mọ iye ohun tó dára. Wá mú tirẹ̀ pè wá kíákíá lónìí lórí 0916 461 5000 tàbí 091-155-500 tàbí kí ẹ kàn sí wa ní Laughter House orí òkè téńté Premier Mọ́kọ́lá ìlú Ìbàdàn. Southsand Property òrùlé fòtẹ́ẹ̀tọ̀.
Start your day and have a good time. Even when you need to clear your eyes. And when you need to have the break time. If not tea, Papa Garita.
Kivo Crema. Kivo Crema. Kivo Crema. Kivo Crema.
Good time moments with 𝐃𝐈𝐒 creamer.
𝐃𝐈𝐒 creamer.
Ṣadé kù sí ọkọ mi. Wo bí yàrá ìgbàlejò mi àti yàrá ìdáná mi ṣe mọ́ tí wọ́n dàbí titun.
Màámi.
Ṣùgbọ́n dúró náà, ó ṣe fi hypo nu ilẹ̀ àti tábìlì pẹ̀lú àwọn ibi tá a ti ń dáná yìí.
Hypo kẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, àwọn kòkòrò àìfojúrí kì í gbà lẹ́rọ̀. Torí náà làwa náà ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ máa pèsè ààbò lójoojúmọ́ pẹ̀lú hypo.
Má gbà fáwọn kòkòrò àìfojúrí, dáàbò bo ilé rẹ pẹ̀lú hypo.
Home is where we find comfort in hearts that love. Love that's shared.
Shared meals like delicious jollof and chicken.
Made with hunger. Home is hearts and bellies filled with sizzling chicken stew, 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿, jollof rice, pepper soup, proper banga and starch with fresh fish made with hunger.
That's why we say, let's go home. There's food at home.
Enjoy the taste of home with the newly approved Onga Chicken Flavor Cube.
The taste of home.
tó èyí la fi ń kí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa tán wà lórí ìjókòó àkókò ti tó láti gé àkàrà òyìnbó fún ìgbéyàwó tòní.
ètò ìgbéyàwó láyé.
ẹ jọ̀wọ́ ẹ dúró náà jàre.
kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀?
kí wọ́n tó so wá pọ̀ ǹjẹ́ o rántí pé o ṣèlérí tẹlifíṣàn fún mi fíríìjì ńkọ́ ẹ̀rọ ìfọṣọ kí iṣẹ́ ìléwọ́ máa fọwọ́ fọṣọ ńlẹ̀ ní 2026.
ní tòótọ́.
káṣá sọ pé o ti rà wọ́n àbí.
ta ló tiẹ̀ sọ pé mo gbọ́dọ̀ ra gbogbo àwọn nǹkan yìí lẹ́ẹ̀kan ṣo níbi tí CDK wà.
èwo ló tún jẹ́ CDK báyìí.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o CDK ẹ lè ra fíríìjì yín ẹ̀rọ ìfọṣọ àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
ká kúkú wá gbà pé gbogbo àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ti wà nínú ilé rẹ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí àbí.
láti oṣù tó kọjá ni mo ti ra wọn.
olùṣọ́ àgùntàn ẹ so wá pọ̀.
pẹ̀lú CDK o lè ra fóònù tẹlifíṣọ̀n ẹ̀rọ amúnáwá tó ń lo agbára ìtànsán-òòrùn àga àti ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn nǹkan mìíràn sanwó díẹ̀díẹ̀ láìsí èlé owó lórí ọjà tó bá rà lọ́dọ̀ wa download CDK lórí Play Store àti Apple Store.
ọ́fíìsì wa wà ní Mọ́kọ́lá road ní Vetinary bus stop àti àpáta ẹ lè pè wá sórí 0707-460-3911.
CDK sọ díẹ̀díẹ̀ gbẹ́gbẹ́ ayé ìrọ̀rùn.
We've come a long way, it's 25 years of possibilities. Staying connected for 25 years, we kept believing.
And all the milestones we reached together, it's really amazing. It's really amazing, yo, yo, yo.
So we celebrate, we jubilate. Come jollificate, MTN is 25 years old.
For 25 years, we've seen hustle become success, dreams become reality, and strangers become family. Truly, we've come a long way together. Cheers to the next.
Hey, who they breathe?
Now everybody wey carry tom tom.
Whether na traffic, long queue, or busy day.
No lele.
Ask for Tom Tom at your neighborhood store today. Tom Tom, breathe through it. I say, who they breathe?
Now everybody wey carry tom tom.
Whether na traffic, long queue, or busy day.
No lele.
Ask for Tom Tom at your neighborhood store today. Tom Tom, breathe through it.
Before, my family can go 1 week without drama. 1 week, one wahala. Maggie, oh, love, oh, me and Maggie so good together. Yeah, okay, now my Maggie make it right. Come with piece of peace. Oh, no, come at all, oh, before, Maggie, oh. Together. Me and Maggie so good together.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Thank you for staying with us. Break it down. Papers Review, 32 FM 94.9, 8 minutes past 7 o'clock. If you're just joining us, we're taking a look at the top stories across the dailies this Friday morning, right here on your laughter station. 32 FM 94.9, that's a dial. We're located at number 15 Onile Street, Laughter House, Premier Hill, Mokola, Ibadan. So our guest this morning is Dr. Bayo Busari, Head of Department Mass Communication, Leeds University here in Ibadan. So, Doctor, we're analyzing the Osun State issue post-election with the visit of Governor Adeleke to President Tinubu And Shure is saying that if Adeleke actually cared about the people, he said they would not visit the president because nearly 50 persons died in that election-related violence, according to Shure. He described Adeleke's visit as a political agreement between the governor and the president, saying that the understanding between them has now been sealed. But for Adeleke, he says, I'm just visiting the father of the nation to thank him for allowing democracy to thrive. Doctor?
No doubt that there was an agreement between Bola Ahmed and Ademola Adeleke. You recall the time when he and his senior brother visited the president at his private residence. That was when they discussed the issue of Adeleke coming to APC and the issue of continuity or whatever. But for local politics, Adeleke probably today will have been a governor of Osun State, a returned governor of Osun State on the platform of APC. So what played out was what prevented him from coming to APC. But he never let it go. The difficulty I had the president, probably the assurance has gotten with the president. And I think if you look at the deployment of security forces, few days to the election, it showed that the president actually wanted the people of Osun State to have their say. And that was what Adeleke benefited from. So as human beings, with agreement they've discussed, whatever they had between them, he felt obliged to say thank you to the person he felt assisted him in winning. So what Sowore is saying is right. But as of today, the Nigerian politics is not played along political line. It's not played on ideology. Or it's not played on any issue that, this is the line between you and I. No. It's played along lines that does not, very, very thin if it's even existing. So that's the reason why Adeleke could say that Tinubu is father of the nation. He's a son of the soil, this and that and the rest of that. He knew that he benefited from all those that, used to describe Mr. President. So to him, one good turn deserves another. So he needed to say thank you to him and probably renew.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM, 94.
Presidential intention of Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Right, Doctor. Sorry for that mix-up. I just want to ask that. Does it not show that we are building strong men instead of institution? Because if we are feeling the need to thank a president after an election, does it reflect the fact that the president is so powerful that he can decide to say, okay, in this state, this is what we're going to do in that state. We'll take the foot off the pedal and let the people decide who they want. And that's number one. Number two, I talked about the viral video earlier of the video saying that we beat you, we won, defeated you. And Wike asked him again, are you sure you beat us? And then he, had to prostrate to Wike. He prostrated and it turned into a playful exchange. There are those who are reading deeper meanings into it that, are you sure you actually beat us? What do you make of that statement? So those two things before we wrap up on this subject.
There is no doubt that what we have today are strong individuals. We are here to have strong institutions, and that's what is playing now. That's why people have been laughing. I've told you about Professor Soludo, saying long before even the time for presidential election, saying he's going to camp with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So until that time, when we begin to have strong institutions and play less of strong individuals, that is when the political reality in the country will be, if we put one and one together, this is what is likely to happen. If it were that we have strong institutions, we probably wouldn't have seen the amount of violence we saw in some states. As far as the other issue is concerned, Davido and Wike, they are paddy. So they know where they meet. That's why I've said, and I'll still say again, those of us on this side, we are the ones that should borrow ourselves brain. We should know that we should not put our lives on the line for these people. There is no difference, there's no division between them. It's only when it comes to issue of contest that they become, in inverted commas, enemy. It's over. They become friends again. So we are the ones that we should know what we are doing. Friends.
Right. Thank you, Doctor. Let's quickly go to. Can you hear me, Doctor? Hello? Hello, Doctor. Can you hear me? It appears we've lost connection with Dr. Busari. Hello, Doctor. Are you there? Right. You remember we're live on Facebook, by the way, 32FM 949 Fenye. So I was going to take this story from the Vanguard this morning. Member of the U.S. Congress Representative Riley Moore has insisted that the U.S. must not remove Nigeria from its country of particular concern designation over alleged persecution of Christians, citing continued violence in the Middle Belt. This came as Christian elders and Professional Consultative Council of Nigeria expressed support for the concerns raised by the U.S. government over the safety of Christian communities and the worsening security situation in Nigeria. More yesterday in a post on his official X handle while responding to a statement by the U.S. Assistant Secretary of State for African Affairs backed the State Department's call for the Nigerian government to protect Christian communities over Plateau attack, saying it is a commitment Abuja made. Doctor, are you there now? Can you hear me? Yes. Hello. Yes. Okay. So the US is saying that they will not remove us yet because there's still prosecution. I remember the kind of the issues that this story generated at the time it came. Before we saw that partnership between Nigeria and the U.S. government, which some people say have yielded fruit. We saw Nouri Badru as well. We saw the First Lady traveling to the U.S. where she was recognized by Donald Trump. So are you kind of surprised that the U.S. is still saying that we're not going to be removed yet from this list over alleged persecution of Christians in the country?
Yeah, there's no doubt that there is not yes the rule as far as security or it's not about Christians, it's about Nigeria.
Doctor, we can't hear you again. I think it appears we lost connection with you. Can you hear me? Hello?
Sorry about that.
Yes.
Are you with me now?
Yes. Go ahead, sir.
So what the U.S. government is doing is just waking up, a wake-up call to our responsibility. And I think any responsible government will move towards that. We need to protect lives. We don't need to classify this is A, this is B. We are talking about Nigerians wherever they are. We should have that confidence that I could be able to live in Ibadan and travel to Bayelsa or go to Borno or go to Zamfara or any other part of the country, and I should feel secured, irrespective of who I am, what I believe in. That is the responsibility of the government. So what the U.S. government is saying and what it has done so far is just to draw attention towards that line, that we have a responsibility to protect ourselves.
All right, let's open the phone lines now. 0906 2000 949, 009 7000 949, 0705 5000 949 on Facebook 32FM 949 Fenye. Those are the numbers to call in if you want to be a part of the conversation. 0906 2000 949, 0705 5000 949, 009 7000 949. Facebook 32FM 949 Fenye. Let's take this. Hello.
Good morning, Dr.
Good morning.
I'm greeting our public affairs academic
Welcome.
𝐿𝐿 is my name. You see, the promise they told us concerning the subsidy removal, the promise paid is unrealized. They told us then that they paid for a while. After a while, they begin to get the dividend. They probably begin to yield in our account, begin to yield in our system, in the system of our life, in the system of the life we live. But what are we seeing now? The profit is leaving the hands of a political office holder and a government worker. Those are the people benefiting the dividend of a subsidy remover. And the country is crying and dying. Okay, if we are saying that, okay, to ask money to state government workers. So the country is saying, it's we country citizens that are not belong to this particular system. So we are not suffering for it. If we get a disasters now, that's for resources that can materialize to utilize in order to pay the payment of government workers, not to suffer, not to create quantities in the stream of poverty because we don't pay government workers.
Right.
It's not done.
Thank you.
That's what the government and democracy is done.
Thank you. Good morning. Hello. Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Ade from UI.
Welcome.
In fact, I pray that may God continue to give us.
Please, I can hear your radio, sir. I can hear your radio.
Yeah, it's already. I put it off already.
Okay.
I pray that God will give Alhaji Atiku long life to continue to live and be able to win the election and implement that thing. The slogan in town now must be Operation Restore Back Our Subsidy. My brother, I want to ask you in that studio, this president on the day he took over power, he said he removed subsidy and will use the money to fix our refinery. How many has he fixed now? After all, he's now using the money. He shared the money to all the governors and moved them to his party and used the money to buy SUV. Even all this election, look at the way they are sharing money. Mint 500 naira every day for 1 week. Giving my money and your money, giving to people. The subsidy, every country pays subsidy. In developed country, they call it social security. You now remove subsidy and you are sharing the money to your people. You are buying presidential yacht that you don't need. You are buying plane, even at your age. So the bottom line is that Operation Restore Subsidy. Nothing like subsidy, it's a scam. That's the best for today.
All right, thank you. 0906 200949 0705 500949. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. Subsidy removal was never meant to better the lives of the masses in the first place, just to enrich themselves and get more. Yes. Some people say, before the subsidy removal, some state government finds it difficult to pay the salaries of their workers. Any state government, before the removal of subsidy, that finds it difficult to pay the salary of their workers, that state government is just looking for a way to siphon money. He just don't want to release much to the workers. And if they come up with that claim, is for your state not paying the salary of their workers before subsidy removal. What we are saying is, let the federal government look for alternatives. After when you come up with a policy, there should be alternative. Just no subsidy. Subsidy is gone. And subsidy is meant for the people. What is 200 naira? You subsidize it for me in the amount of 100 naira. It is for the masses. And when there's increase in fuel pump price now, we, the poor, the masses, go and buy the same fuel pump price. We go to same market. We do things equally. That is the problem. Government is and now money is increasing, no purchasing power. So Nigeria currency is not appreciating.
Right.
That's the problem. Okay. And when there is increase in paper price, definitely we know there is prices of goods will increase. That is my submission. Good morning, sir.
All right. Good morning. Thank you. 0906 200949. Hello. Good morning. 009 7000 949 0705 5000 949. Facebook 32FM 949. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, thank you. Ruth calling from Malakia.
Welcome.
The removal of fuel subsidy has made life harder for many Nigerians. Transport, food, and other basic needs have become more expensive. Reform should not mean more suffering for the people. Nigeria needs policy that reduce hardship, create jobs, and put the welfare of the citizens first. It's that time our government go back to their drawing board and do the needful. We can't continue like this. This removal of fuel subsidy should have become a relief. But see the case we are experiencing now. Not that we help us. So good morning.
All right, good morning. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
John OLORUNTOBA.
Welcome.
One of the lies behind the subsidy removal is that the governors cannot be able to pay the salary. Like one caller rightly said, in your state before the subsidy removal, governor for your state even employed the teachers and he paid them. He also employed the Amotekun there and he was paid them. Those states they employed Amotekun and they were paid. It was the time of recession that the governors were unable to pay the salaries. And after the recession, they were continuing paying the salary before 2023 when subsidy was removed. To let them stop the line that the governor cannot pay the salary. And let's agree that even the governor cannot pay that, he did remove the subsidy because of the salary. How many civil servants or public servants that we have in Nigeria, more than the Nigerian masses? So definitely to me, they only remove the subsidy because they want enough money so that they will be able to enjoy the money. Are we better off when the subsidy is yet to be removed and compare it to now that the subsidy was removed? We are not better off. Definitely that policy is
Oh, all right. Let's take one more before we take comment on Facebook. 32FM 949 FAN. That's the Facebook handle. You can call 0906 2000 949 009 7000 949 0705 5000 949. All right, let me go to Facebook now. Omadi Adekunle says Governor Adeleke's visit to Tinubu and Wike is the political maturity Nigeria needs. The election is over. Governance must now take center stage. Adeleke should continue to build bridges and put Osun above party politics. Politicians will reconcile and move on, but those who lost their lives or suffered injury in political conflicts are left to bear the consequences. Human lives should never be the price of politics. Sulaiman Sheriff says, if the fuel subsidy removal is all about salary payment, 70,000 naira per month, no wonder we're in chaos. Because how many Nigerians are civil servants that you're making reference to, and what have you done for the remaining percentage of Nigerians? The government is for everyone and not only civil servants, but that does not mean workers should be denied their legitimate salary. In fact, available data indicate that federal government employees are only a small fraction of Nigeria's population. Samson Ademuagun says, good morning. NYC members should be fully protected, and I think it's time for the government to set aside a convoy for them with fully armed security personnel anytime they are traveling, and better still, let the federal government led by the APC be responsible by protecting their lives and property rather than giving excuses. Sulaiman Sheriff again says, good morning. I disagree with the president because the Oyo State government is paying salaries and pensions even before President Tinubu came on board. If subsidy removal was meant to save money and reduce borrowing, Nigerians have every right to ask, where are the savings? Where is the development? The government continues to borrow while ordinary citizens continue to suffer. Fawale Femi says, good morning, 32 FM. The visit of Governor Adeleke to the president shows that he cares less about how and what Osun people had undergone during the last election. It can be considered an insult, and if there's anyone that deserves all commendation and praises, it is the good people of Osun State. If I may ask, Governor Adeleke, how does he want people who lost their lives and loved ones and valuable property because of the election feel if they are hearing a story of him thanking the president? Politicians are all ingrates and the same. It is the electorate that need to know what they are doing. Eyitawo George says, thank God that both Atiku and Tinubu and Obi had been in government before to understand this thorny issue of subsidy removal. Now that the president is responding negatively to Atiku's new proposal, Nigerians must demand enlightened debate about this issue. Hence, media organizations must demand that Tinubu and others come for debates this time around. We cannot vote for someone who refuses to debate and answer to deep questions of their programs to save us from what hit us with subsidies gone missile back in 2023. Thank you, dear listener, for joining us. Thank you for your comments, your calls. Thank you, Dr. Busari, for your analysis this morning. Don't forget to join us tomorrow 6 to 7 a.m. on Papers Review. That's a Saturday edition, but the weekday edition actually is 6:30 to 7:30. Stay tuned to your laughter station, and tomorrow we'll be here in the next couple of minutes on the Smart Kids Show. My name is OLORUNTOBA. You enjoy the rest of your Friday morning. Bye for now.